In detail, we'll discuss about coal and ash circuit. Coal arrives from the storage yard and after proper handling passes to the furnaces. Again, there is a process of passing this coal. We have to take out the dryness, humidity from the coal. We have to make it dry. We have to separate the coal in the different storages. We have to have a precaution that it should not come with the humidity. Since when it comes with the humidity, then the efficiency of that coal, performance of that coal will reduce. Talking about air and gas circuit, air is taken from the atmosphere through the action of force or the induced draft fans or furnaces passing through the air preheater. Flue gas boiler tubes, superheater tubes passes through the precipitator for dust collection, economizer, and finally to the air preheater and chimney. So this is the passage of the flue gases. Flue gas boiler tubes, superheater tubes passes through the precipitator for dust collection, economizer, finally to the air preheater and chimney. Next is the feed water and steam flow circuit. We all know whatever the water is fed to the boiler, it passes through the economizer. That means somewhat warm water we are passing to the boiler. So the efficiency of the boiler will increase. So this is the flow of the feed water. Water heated in feed water heater passes through aerator, few more water heater, economizers and boiler. While steam flow circuit, steam, wet steam, superheater, HP turbine, reheater, LP turbine, condenser, and from different parts of turbine, steam is extracted for feed water heater. So this is the passage flow circuits of the steam flow. This is a diagram of pulverized fuel power plant. All other parts we have already discussed. Only thing is that the new thing, different thing over here, that the coal is placed in the bunker. It goes in the pulverizing wheel where the coal is converted into powder form and the powder form of the coal is passed inside the combustion chamber. So this is the difference over here in this figure as compared to the what we have discussed regarding the thermal power plant. The name itself, the pulverized fuel power plant. Okay, we'll go further. So how this coal is converted to electricity, we'll see here. So from coal, superheated steam is produced, goes in the turbine in the form of torque. From alternating current, that is in stator, the power is produced. Here are the some of the outputs we get: heat loss, ash, pollutants, heat loss in the condenser, mechanical energy loss, electric energy loss. All these are the losses are taking place. So in generalized form, we can say chemical energy is converted to thermal energy is converted to kinetic energy, and kinetic energy is converted to electrical energy. So this is regarding in-plant coal handling. This is the very important block diagram of in-plant coal handling. And coal handling system is a very important system in the thermal power plant where we can see over here the step by steps how the coal is handled. Coal is delivered through roads, rails or ships. Then they are unloaded by using unloading systems by cranes and lifts and trucks. They are stored in the outdoor storages. Then the preparation process is taken place where they are sizing of the coal, drying of the coal, crushing of the coal is done. This big coal is formed in a small pieces. All these Prepared coal is then transferred to the covered storage through the transfer mode using bale conveyor, screw conveyors, bucket elevators, flight conveyors. All this coal which is prepared is stored in the covered storage, just like bunkers, bins, gates, and vaults. Then it is from the covered storage is passed to the furnaces through in-plant handling. Up to here, it is outside the plant, but here the in-plant handling is process will start. But before passing to the furnace, whatever the coal is passed or transferred in the furnace, it is scaled, it is wet. So this is the in-plant handling system of coal. Thank you.